most labels don't do shit. Listen, the reason it's so hard to get signed to labels these days is because most labels don't do shit. All right, I know that sounds a bit confusing, but let me explain. There's a handful of things that a label can do for you that makes it worth signing a song or a body of work with them. Give you a bunch of money. You can use this money for promotion, use this money for art, you can use this money for shooting videos, you can use this money to live on as you continue to work on music. Others is, say it's an artist imprint, they can get you a bunch of shows, they can bring you on tour. Another is they have contacts like Spotify, they can almost guarantee that your song gets playlisted on multiple playlists. They have playlists that they made themselves that are popping, and they can get you a bunch of streams. The other is they don't give you any money, but they commit a certain amount of money to promoting your music, and they take care of it on their end and whatever. The last one I can think of, the label is actually popping, has a die-hard fan base and following, and it's in your genre. Releasing on that label is actually gonna push you to people who already love that genre and get you a bunch of new fans, and they're actually popping. So if a label isn't going to do any of those things, then you might as well put it out yourself. I've released with a bunch of labels. A few of them have done a version of these things, but what labels are doing these days, and the reason it's so hard to get signed to them, is because they're trying to sign people that already have shit in motion, already are doing numbers on social media, that already are doing fairly good streaming numbers, that already are playing shows, because they're trying to keep up the facade that they're popping as well. That's why it's so difficult, because if most artists aren't popping, even if their music is really good, labels don't want to sign them because they're not doing anything, so they don't think the music is going to do well. They're not doing anything to help you. Big shout out to all the labels that I have released on that put their money where their mouth is, or actually try to push music forward based on the music itself. I don't hear a lot of people coming on here talking about the brutal truth of this, but most labels aren't doing shit. Yeah, and that's just the truth.